I'm Sergeant Christian Burlett, assigned to the training division. Block training is intended to get officers in from the division to take care of their mandatory required training that they have to do every year. A lot of it is what are the current trends that are being seen across the nation in law enforcement on what we have to keep up with. A lot of it is with mental health stuff as well. In addition to the hub training that they take care of, which is the online, so they come out and do the block training, which is the practical portion, they'll get 15.5 hours of training hours. We're anticipating that we're going to do about 1,600 officers this year, and we have 108 sessions that the training division is putting on. When the officers show up for the required block training, they're going to come up to the front table, sign the roster. They fill out the mandatory paperwork that we put in their training file, and then depending on how many people we have, we move them around to the different stations. They're going to go over to Taser. They're going to get any information that is updated from last year. They're going to be with a certified instructor. They're going to go through and do their required deployments. And the instructor is also going to answer any questions, give them feedback on how they did.
My name is Kevin Halucha. I'm the Taser and Pepper Ball coordinator for the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office. Today we're doing Taser recertification here at this station. Every year, every officer from sergeant and below has to do an annual recertification on the Taser. First they go online and do some online training, the refresher. Here's the practical portion. So over here, they're running them through, making sure they deploy in the proper target zone of the target.
Our CPR program has changed, so instead of going through an 8-hour class every 2 years, officers are now coming down, taking a test on the online version, and then they come down for block every year and they do the required practical. So every year now, they're being trained in CPR instead of once every 2 years.
Hello everyone, I'm FTO Anthony Trajanic over at the MCSO Training Center, and what we have going on behind me is our CPR practical. Our staff will go through an online course explaining the steps of performing CPR on an infant, child, and adult, single and two rescuer. And they're going to come down here to block training and actually perform their skills that they've learned online. So they'll have a station for infant where it covers choking, single rescuer, and two rescuer procedures, and then also our adult choking, single rescuer, and two rescuer procedures. And they'll go through and we'll perform a test on them, make sure that they're providing the right skills.
We have a partnership with Correctional Health Services, so we make sure that all our officers are trained on how to use the Gurney in case we need to assist CHS.
Good afternoon, I'm FTO Manjavar. I'm one of the AOT coordinators here at the training center, standing for Advanced Officer Training. As you can see right now, they're doing Gurney. In our facilities, in our jail facilities, what happens is we have man downs, meaning that someone maybe fell, hurt themselves, whatever the case may be. So a lot of times we have to deal with picking up an inmate, put him on the Gurney, and move them and transport them to a safer location where they can be medically cleared or seen by medical staff.
Then they're going to come inside, they're going to knock out their fit testing, which is required for our SCBAs that we have in the facilities, and the N95s.
As you can see right now, we have to make sure that every person can put N95 correctly, because what happens is sometimes we have individuals that might have some type of airborne disease that we want to restrict our officers with. They're going to put air hawk and tie it up neatly and seal it correctly, because the fact is that sometimes we might have a fire, smoke, whatever the case may be. And as you'll see, he'll strap it behind himself right now, put a fit testing hood, spray it with fit testing solution, and give him certain commands and instructions, so therefore he is supposed to not taste the solution whatsoever. The whole purpose of it, because if we ever go into a situation where we have smoke going on, that the seal on the mask is neat and tight, that he can go ahead and save or find inmates that are in danger because of the fire.
They're going to go through with a certified instructor with pepper ball. That person is going to take the student through a situation where they have to make some decision making, a little bit of situational awareness. Again, that instructor is going to give feedback and answer any questions that the student has.
FTO Andrew Shimmick. Today what we're doing is basically a modified shoot house for the pepper ball launcher system. The goal is to kind of familiarize folks with corner control, as well as tactical movements, weapon control, and movement with a purpose. That's also with their safety in mind.
The training that we provide is mandatory for sergeant and below on the detention side. The training is evolving every year, and so this is the training division's opportunity to release updates or policy changes that have occurred in the office This is our opportunity to inform all the officers in the office of the new changes.